Hello everyone, my name is Ana Marlenis Navarrete. In this opportunity, I am going to present an activity from the subject Didactic of English 1. And this activity is about to develop a lesson plan. And this lesson plan has to contain all the integrated activity skills. For example, they have to include listening, they have to include speaking, and they have to include writing too. The lesson plan for today is about colors and shapes. This is the topic. The learner's level is preschool as students, and the class size is about 15 students. Also, the length of the class is 45 minutes. And for this lesson plan, we have students that are in preschool, as I was mentioned before, and they are between the ages 5 to 8 years old. And as I was mentioned, they are very young, they are very active students, and they like to participate. And also we are going to use the realia technique to make this class more interesting for students. And also for this lesson plan or for this class, we have two objectives. And they are, at the end of the class, students will be able to identify shapes and colors with their proper name and descriptions of pictures and drawing the shapes. Also, they are going to recognize properly shapes and colors by naming them and giving short descriptions about shape, size, colors, throughout giving a short explanation or demonstration and oral presentation about pictures and that are around them. Also, we have for the contents of the lesson plan, the language functions are to identify, as I was mentioned, the shapes and the colors through describing real objects around the classroom. Also, we are going to use the language structures. For example, this is a red oval, and the teacher can point, for example, to the door and say, this is a green rectangle or a blue rectangle. And as this is the structure for this. Okay, to start with this, we have the warm-up activity. In the warm-up activity, we have a song, and they are going to listen the song. We have here the link of the song, and they have to listen the song once and then repeat and then continue one more time to sing it all together, to try to sing it. After that, we have the presentation. In the presentation, as I was mentioning before, we are going to use the realia technique because we are going to associate the things that are around us to explain to students the context and to present this topic. But to start with this, the teacher is going to show a video that is almost the same. We have here the link of the video, and if it doesn't work, I have it here downloaded, the MP3, and this is a song that is very good for students to learn it. For example, here we have the presentation of the video. Also, the teacher had to have it downloaded, all of it, and also you can have it in your computer. This is for the presentation. After watching the video, the teacher is going to walk around the classroom and see things that are about shapes. For example, she can point to the door and said, what shape has the door? And the students maybe are going to ask her, it is a rectangle. Excellent. And the teacher has to reinforce the student and said, this is a rectangle. Can you mention how many sides that a rectangle have? And the students have to answer. uh, 3, 4, and let's count 1, 2, and the teacher has to point the side of the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is a rectangle. Now, can you tell me what color is this rectangle? It's blue, it's green, and they are going to use this is a blue rectangle. The teacher has to emphasize and then continue with another object that is in the classroom. For example, they can use the lamp or the light. And can you mention the shape of the light? It is an oval or it is a circle. Can you tell me what color is the circle? And the students have to answer, it's yellow or it's white. And they have to say, okay, this is a yellow circle. The teacher has to reinforce. How many sides has a circle? And students, there is only one side. And then continue with another activities. Also, I was mentioning that if there is not a shape in the classroom, you have to be sure before to start the class to stick on a wall maybe one shape that it is related to that. For example, pentagonal or cylinder or cube. Also, then we have the practice activity. And for this activity, we're going to use the contextual learning what that we have learned before. And in this activity, we are going to use a worksheet. And the worksheet has some pictures and related to the presentation topic. And then students have to, if they have tablet, also they can use their tablet, and if it is not, you can give them a worksheet and ask them, okay, right now we are going to draw a circle or maybe circle the yellow start, and they have to circle using the pen the yellow start, for example. Can you make a circle around the blue rectangle? And they have to make a circle and then continue. Can you make a circle around the yellow triangle? And they have to make a circle and then continue with all sentence. For example, we have circle the blue star, circle the yellow rectangle, circle the pink pentagons, and also we have circle the black oval, circle the white square, and then you have to continue with all the shapes and colors. After this, we have the production activity. For this activity, you have to give students, children in this case, a sheet of paper in blank, and you are going to ask them to draw two shapes, only two shapes, and they have to color them of the color they preferred. When then you are going to give them about 5 minutes or 3 minutes to do this because there are only two shapes, and then you are going to ask them to come in front of the class and say, okay, this is a red triangle, and show the picture that they have done. This is a red circle, for example, and it has only one side. And this is a yellow triangle and it has three sides. And then continue with the next student and the next student. If they can do it also using their tablets and coloring them and using their pen, as I was doing in the previous activity. And finally, in the wrap up, we have that in this activity they're going to develop the independent practice, and they are going to play a bingo game. This game is online, and They are going to have, they will have internet and a tablet, and they are going to use um, a game, and they have to do the things they ask to do it. For example, for this activity, can you please point to the pink pentagon, sextagons, and they have to pink, and then and red half circle, for example, and they have to do it, and they have bingo and also the things that they are going to be fun in the class. And also this, if you don't have internet or if you don't have access to all of these activities, you can print the here in the lesson plan we have a worksheet, and the students have to draw the annex over the in the picture they hear also. And uh, after that, we have some contingency plan. And for this activity, I was mentioned, if you don't have, of the students have tablets, they can use the tablets instead of worksheets or papers. Also, you can dictate the shapes, and you have to say, can you please circle the red triangle? Can you please circle the blue square, and things like that. Also, if students don't have enough time to finish the oral presentation, you can give um, an extra or as a warm-up for the next class with the students that didn't pass in front of the class, and then it's going to be helpful for you as a warm-up for the next class. And also you have to download all the videos in order to don't have problems at the time you are developing the class. And if the video game wrap up fail, as I was mentioning before, if it doesn't work, if you don't have internet, you can have worksheets or piece of paper or photocopies, and then give them to them and do it inside the classroom. Now we have the bibliographical references. I use some videos on the internet and some uh, also about colors, the songs, and the other videos. Then we have the annexes. We add the audios and the videos, and also the pictures of the worksheets, a PDF. If you want to download the PDF document, and then we have the online um, link for the wrap up game. If it doesn't work, also I include the bingo as a worship. And that is all. Thank you for your attention, and hear me. Bye bye.